Is it working? There we go. Yep. We're live on YouTube and we're live on LinkedIn. Give me a sec, friends. I'm waiting for, there we go. Facebook group. Gotta love it. Gotta get all the squirrels running in the right direction so that we can see everybody in my free Facebook group. Oh, I'm so excited for this. This is going to be such a fun day. And I'm going to say, hey to the people in the group. Okay, my friends. Y'all, you're in for a treat. Happy Tuesday. I am so excited. Now, you have seen Jenna here before, but let me just remind you who she is. She has become my friend. I love to say that she's my friend, and she's a business colleague, Jenna Larson. She and her co-founder, tech genius, Nathan Jess, are taking the SaaS world by storm. Now, if you don't know what SaaS is, I didn't either when I first started working with her, and she was like, it's software as a service. I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense. I just thought it was like SaaS and being sassy. But they're taking the SaaS world by storm, and they have created some unbelievable tools for us, and she's going to talk to you about one of them today. So if you're tired of feeling overwhelmed through trying to sell your stuff on social media, guessing what do my people really want? What's going on in my free Facebook group? What are my competitors doing? You need to watch this because she is going to solve all of those questions for us, helping you sell on social media without those weird, spammy, cold DMs. For the love, don't do that. Just making it really simple for you to see what the heck do these people want from me? And that way you can create the right content and the right offer. But I want to introduce myself first, just in case you're coming to me on LinkedIn and YouTube and you have no clue who I am. I am Tracy Beavers. I'm an award-winning business and sales coach with over 20 years of experience in marketing, sales, and business growth. And most of you know my story. About 7 years ago, I became completely fed up with corporate America. Never thought that would happen. Decided to build this business alongside that corporate job and 2 busy kiddos. And here I am all these years later. And so I teach all organic visibility and list growth strategies. I do not teach paid ads, and I do not tell you to create yet another free lead magnet to grow your email list. I teach you everything else you can do to grow your email list and bring in more leads so you have more income. And the strategies that I teach get your list growth happening automatically every day in the background of your business. Like I said, without paid ads or more lead magnets. Let me introduce you to my friend Jenna. And she talks faster than I do, so just be prepared.
Sure.
She is the co-founder and coach of GroupTrack. That is the social CRM you have heard me talk about. I love it. And it helps businesses attract more clients from social media. You can effectively track your leads and know where everybody is in your funnel. She's helped me and other hundreds of clients over the years achieve remarkable success in sales. She is a seasoned coach, and she is committed to empowering her clients with the knowledge and skills they need to grow their business, and now all the very cool tech tools we can do it. She is very client-centric. That's why I love her. She's a warm, kind human being that really cares. And the amount of customer service that I have found with Jenna and Nathan and Lindsay and their team at GroupTrack, unparalleled. Unparalleled. Where in the world would you find a co-founder that would literally almost wipe my tears on a Sunday afternoon when I was frustrated with the tech and tell me, I've got you. Let me get back in the office in the morning and I will fix this. And she did. And it was amazing. So she's all about authentic relationships. And also, I have to share a fun fact. She was on the rowing team in college and has coached Olympians. You guys, I saw a video of her in the boat with her megaphone. She is the sweetest person and she has the biggest heart. But if you put that girl in a boat with a megaphone, she is going to yell at you until you get across the finish line and probably want to puke.
Yeah. They actually do. Oh my God, that's amazing. I feel like I'm going to come on your podcast every day because, well, you know how to make a girl feel good. Thank you. What a wonderful intro.
I love it when people get introduced and they're always looking around going, is she talking about me?
Yeah, no, this is amazing.
I love it.
So good.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you take it away because you have something really cool to share with my audience and I cannot wait.
Well, and I figure we might make this really fun because you teach list growth, right? And so, I'm going to show you guys a tool today, but I think we're going to do it like using what Tracy teaches because I think that will be even more exciting and make it super relevant. So here's the thing, you guys. I think, over the years, as we've coached a number of people, we found that there are so many people that are just like absolute geniuses. They get an idea, they go create an offer, and they are like so in the weeds with it. They build the modules, they do all this stuff, and then they go to launch it and they get zero sales or very few, right? And they're so frustrated because they know that the product and service is so good, but it's like, where are the freaking buyers? And so we were like, well, the problem is there's a lot of guessing, right? We're guessing what offer to make. We're guessing what content to put into the world to sell the offer. We're guessing what email content, words to use. We're guessing what DMs to sell. Like there's just so much unknown, and people spend a lot of money with coaches, a lot of money with strategy, a lot of money trying to figure these things out. And we had this epiphany, about a month and a half ago where we were like, wait a minute, why are we guessing? Everything you could ever need to know about the pains, the fears, frustrations, wishes, wants, and desires of the people you want to serve is written online. Whether you're in a Facebook group, a Reddit group, a Discord thread, or you just like even see a YouTube with comments and comments and comments, people go to the internet to complain, to ask questions, to seek answers. Like there's just so much goodness. Everything you could ever need is written online. And so we were like, wait a minute. Why are we guessing? Let's go figure it out. So we had this idea for a tool, right? And we were like, well, let's practice what we preach. We're never, ever going to build another offer ever, whether it be a product, service, I don't care, unless we have real data to support that the market needs it, demands it, and all the things. And so we were like, ooh, we have this idea. So we went to the streets of social media and we're like, let's read. And we spent the time literally reading through threads and groups. I mean, we just like went crazy. And we were like, oh my gosh, this is it. So then we took that information, we built the offer, we launched it, and within the first 30 days, we sold 20,000, I think it's $787 or something. I should know the exact number because I was just writing an email about it. But this is the thing, right? How many people, Tracy, do you know or who have you come across that have these beautiful offers, but people just don't buy them, right?
Yes.
So it's really frustrating. And so we were like, this is the most meta thing ever, because the work that we did to create this offer is literally the tool that we built so that you guys can do the exact same thing. So there's no more guessing about what offer to create or what content to put out or what to say and all the things. So I'm going to show you guys today exactly what that is. And I figured, since Tracy helps people grow lists, I figured, well, let's go look in the social streets and see what are people saying about growing their list and using email marketing so that Tracy can use their words to get more sales. So one of the cool places that you can actually go is to Reddit. Are you familiar with Reddit, Tracy? Do you ever go to Reddit?
I know what it is.
Okay.
And I've looked at it because like when you do a Google search, sometimes the Reddit will, let me add this to the video. So sometimes I'll see a Reddit thing. I've not gone down the rabbit hole completely, but I've heard it can be amazing.
It's insane. And I didn't either until I created this tool. And I was like, oh my gosh. If you want to know what the streets are saying, go to Reddit. So what it is, it's a free platform and you can go over there and you can search. So like I could search for moms of kids with dyslexia. I could search for like the one I just pulled up is a whole community around should we use email marketing? Like there's just like any community or question, like if Facebook goes out. So we lost our Facebook page a month ago. And I immediately went to Reddit to be like, oh, are people talking about it there? And I realized within about 5 minutes, it happened to everybody. So Reddit is kind of like the thing where it's trending stuff is always going to show up there.
Yeah.
So if I'm Tracy, right, and I'm helping people grow their list, again, we know this to be true. Fears and frustrations, right? Avoiding pain or getting pleasure, right? Goals, wishes, wants, and desires are the only two reasons people buy. And so what we want to do is go to where these people are talking about it and see, what is it that we can be doing? And I don't know, this might not be like the best group, but let's just see, right? So I don't want to sit here and have to read all of this information to figure out, well, what are the questions about email marketing and that sort of stuff?
Right.
And actually, let me just type in email marketing just to see if we can find a community. So I'm just going to type in email marketing and I'm going to go to communities because I think sometimes look, so here's a community with 100,000 members talking about email. Okay. So what I'm going to do is you guys see this little floating orb here. Okay. So this is the AI social analyzer, which is the tool that we built, and we call her Anna. I like to say her last name is Lizer, but my business partner said if I call her Anna Lizer, he will delete the entire app. So her name is Anna, but if you're in your head, you want to be like, her last name's Lizer, I would love that. But I want you to think about it as like she is your assistant. And what she's going to do is she's going to do what you tell her to. So one thing that's really, really cool about this is, you could just like copy paste, you could read through the stuff, but what I don't have in my brain is like contextual awareness and, all of this stuff. So like I could just go into a community and read the things. That's data. What Anna does is turn it into information based on your business and your offer context. So what's so cool is that you can come in here, tell it about your particular business. So Tracy's going to come in and be like, okay, my business is about email marketing. These are my offers. So when it gives you an output, it's actually going to be specific to her offer. And so what you're going to see is we've got all of these prompts that are expertly written. And I know that you know this, Tracy, but a lot of people who use ChatGPT, for example, will go there, type in a question, and they'll get a pretty bad response. And then they're like, oh, AI is not helpful.
Right.
And the reality is you have to give what you get, right? And not everybody is an expert at creating prompts. And so that's why we built them into the tool for you so that it's going to do exactly what it is that we want you to do. So for example, if I come over to this email marketing group, I could say, let's do an audience insight analysis. Now I could do all these other scans, but for Tracy, we would say, let's see what the word is on the streets. And so what I can do is I can make it about my business, or we actually have a new offer, Tracy. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but like you can add on seats. Let's say you're a consultant and you want to do this for your clients. Then you could be like, okay, let me do, context for my client.
Nice.
But anyways, we will just say that I'm just going to take mine off. You can select what offer, all the things. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to tell Anna how far back in the thread do we want her to look at. So I'm just so we can get a good, scroll, I'm going to click. And so what's happening right now as my hands are up in the air, Anna is literally scrolling through the group and she's reading every single post, every single comment, everything these people have been talking about in this Reddit community, okay, about this specific thing. And you're going to see pretty quickly, right? So she's on 100 tokens. She's continuing to go. And what is going to happen is not only is she going to analyze and summarize what she found, but like I said, she's going to give you an output that tells you exactly what you need to know. And it's going to be super contextual to your particular business. And that's where like, you just could not do that. Yourself.
You could, but it would take you hours.
Well, guess what? It did, because I did that to build my tool. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is right. So you can see already, I'm going to see if I can just expand this so we can zoom in a little bit, but it is just spitting out unbelievable amounts of, I'm going to call it information, not data, right? Data would be us just reading it. This is actual information, right? I'm actually going to see if I can zoom in a little. Okay, cool. So hopefully you guys can see this. I'll read it a little bit, but it's going to start with an executive summary, right? It's a community composed of email marketers, SaaS founders, blah, blah, blah. They seek reliable, scalable, user-friendly solutions that improve inbox placement, reduce manual workflows, right? This is exactly what your people are wanting, right? So the first thing it's going to give us in this output is the pain points. These are the top things everybody in this community is complaining about. Getting your emails verified, having them land in spam, complex automation failures, platform limitations, segment email list management confusion. These are all things that Tracy helps with, right? Or if she doesn't, then she's like, wait a minute, oh my gosh, right? It's not just even about growing the list, but what we do once we have the list, right? So choosing the right ESP, I don't even know what that means. I'm sure Tracy does. And agency service provider disappointments, right? Like I tried hiring this email marketing team, total disaster, okay? So then it's going to go into the top desired outcomes. Remember, people buy to avoid pain or to get pleasure, okay? So this is the flip side. What do they actually want, right? So it's going to give you a full piece of content telling you exactly what people are seeking. It's going to give you common objections and fears, right? So fear of losing signups, overwhelm, skepticism, distrust in agencies, cost and complexity, right? Trends and repeated themes. So what are the things that kept coming up over and over and over? And again, remember, the bigger the scan, the more Anna has to work with, okay? So it's going to give us all of this information.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the most exciting thing to me. In corporate, my whole job was to understand the voice of the customer so that in our deliverables, we use their actual words to get them to retain. And we've been taught this. I'm sure, Tracy, you probably teach your people this all the time, that when we're in marketing and sales, we have to use their words.
Yes,
right?
for sure. We just had a question come through that I want you to answer right now in case other people have it.
Yeah.
Tell them all the platforms this works on. Jenna is just showing Reddit as an example, but we had a question in my free group. Does this work in Facebook groups? Tell us everywhere it works, Jenna.
Oh my God. It works everywhere on social platforms. So Reddit, Facebook groups, Facebook profiles, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Discord. I'm pretty sure we just got it working on Twitter like a day ago.
Yeah.
And then I do believe that, I don't know if it's pushed yet, but I believe it's going to work on like sales pages so that you can analyze sales pages as well.
Love it.
So, I mean, any social platform is insane. And really you just want to go where the people are, right? To get the information. But for example, we have a Facebook group audit built in where you can go to a Facebook and be like, audit my Facebook group. And I will tell you, Anna put me in my place. I thought, oh, I'm the queen of organic social and, selling in a Facebook group. And she gave me an 85%. I was like, rude. But the feedback she gave was so good. I was like, damn it, you're right. So yeah, it works everywhere. It's crazy.
I love that.
Yeah.
Also do, you're probably going to go over this also, but like some of the things I've seen you do that I think are really cool. You went and analyzed your competition on a YouTube video. You went into other people's Facebook groups just to scroll and say, what are these people wanting? What do they need?
Yep.
And so you can analyze your competition. You can analyze your own free group. Like I can go into mine and I haven't done it yet. I'm scared to based on your score, but I think I'm doing a pretty darn good job. Maybe I'm not.
Yeah, we should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, no, not one. But I mean, that's the thing, right? I love that it was like, Jenna, you think you're great, but there's a couple things. And she's really nice, right? She's always very kind. And that's like, we literally wrote it in the deliverable, like, make sure she's kind when she gives you the feedback. But yeah, I mean, and we'll talk about all the different types of prompts. Yeah. But the crazy thing is the detailed outputs. So I just did all of this with another girl. I mean, like every content, hook, angle. I mean, it's insane, you guys. And one thing I guess a lot of people didn't realize is then you can click on these buttons after it gives you the input and go deeper. But I could also just talk to it and say, great, make me an offer I should give to this community based on what you know.
I love that. Oh, so good. Because here's the thing, what I was taught back in the day was if you're going to go create a paid offer, you need to do market research calls with your ideal clients. Right. And this is true. We got to go talk to the people, right? Yeah. But who has time to schedule? I did 30 for my paid program a couple of years ago on Zoom, 15 minutes a piece. And then we didn't have all these tools. And oh my stars, that was a lot of work.
Yeah. So it's already given me some ideas of what to offer this community. Create your landing page copy, draft social media posts. Like this is insane. I actually, on the call that I did an hour ago, we built a girl's entire 3-tiered offer solution, like 3 pricing points. We built the whole thing out in like 30 seconds. When I say I believe that you could make a 10K offer in a day, based on the data you find here, I believe it with everything in my soul. I mean, we did 20K in 30 days doing this exact thing. So yeah, I mean, the outputs are just unbelievable. So for example, let's kind of go over to a Facebook group, and I will do my Facebook group just, to show you that I practice what I preach here. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and I will show you another scan. Because again, right, we want to be able to see, is the content we're putting out into the world actually matching what, we need to be doing. Right. So again, I can click on my little Anna orb and I can scroll down over. And again, there's all these different expert ones created for you, but I can do the social media group audit. And then I can tell it how far back do I want to go. I'm going to go quick just so we're not, watching it scroll for a million years.
Yeah.
But again, what it's doing, and you can see pretty instantly, is giving me all of this feedback. So what's working? Momentum check, strong leadership, high engagement, clear positioning. What's not working? Eek, post talk at members. Oh, Jenna, limited conversation starters, repetitive themes. Like it's telling me, Jenna, you got some stuff. Conversion and conversation gaps, missing content, funnel holes. Are you joking? Best performing posts. That's amazing. Like if I know what posts are working, I'm going to do them over and over, right? And then
also, my students will say to me, Tracy, nobody's engaging. My Facebook group is dead. And I'm like, first of all, we're going to check the analytics. We're going to look at the actual engagement percentage. But here, what we could do with this, Jenna, if I'm not mistaken, is they could take this, go into their Facebook group and say, help me get more engagement.
Yes. Well, look. So, we've got the best performing posts.
Love it.
Now we have a content plan. Here are 10 new ideas of exactly what you can do to improve your group and your engagement, right? So we'll keep scrolling. It's giving us nurture posts, conversion posts, engagement prompts. So crazy. So, oh gosh, my health score, 78 out of 100, which is hysterical, right? And then it's telling me like, what about your cadence? Internal, external intel suggestions, like, so good. And so then again, I could be like, explore content idea 1, strategies to boost conversion, improve something I can't see on the screen. Help me make 5 posts that will increase engagement. And you don't even have to spell right. That's the greatest part.
It's the Jenna experience. She has typos, as do I. I love it. Who cares if we spell correctly?
Yep. So she's going to give, what's working and all of these things. And then it's going to give me exactly, like literally, what's the biggest win you've had in your business this month? Challenge time, track 3 leads using your favorite social profile, comment I'm in. Like it's literally giving you everything. So again, that's like the goal, right? We don't want for you to have to guess. That is what's killing your business, is when you have to guess. And so our goal here is for you to just know, this is what I should offer. This is what I should say. These are the prospects I should be prospecting. So I'll show you a really fun one. We'll use Tracy again. But let's say that I am like on social media and I am trying to find a lead, right? And I'm like, oh man, should I even ask this Tracy girl if she wants to buy my thing? Is she a good fit, right? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again, and I'm going to show you how we can use the analyzer to see if this person would be a good fit for your offer. Because remember, inside of Anna, she knows everything about what you do and what your offers are. Right. So I'm going to come over to Miss Tracy here, and you can see she's in GroupTrack, which is our other social tool. That's where we track our leads. And I'm going to be like, all right, Anna, I should say, is this girl a good fit? So I'm going to click on the prospect profile analysis. Okay. And again, I can either select a particular offer, or I could not. You can get pretty pretty detailed with whatever you want to do. I'm going to do my scan, and what it's going to do is it's analyzing the page based on the content she's putting out, and knowing the context of my business, it's going to tell me, do you think Tracy's a good fit? So let's see. She's a strong fit. She's an entrepreneurial online business coach focused on helping coaches. She's got a podcast, Create Online Business Success. Her content and activities indicate strong alignment with organic marketing. Shocker. Profile summary. So it's going to give me a psychographic breakdown, which is crazy. She values consistency, simplicity, actionable advice, community support, and authenticity. And knowing her, I'm going to say that's absolutely true. Motivations, helping others succeed online. Gives me behavioral cues. Pain points, struggle with converting online content into consistent clients. Need clarity, objection signals, possible concern about complexity of time, which she loves to move fast, right? She doesn't want to have to spend a million years. And she's going to give me a buyer readiness score. So 75, Tracy shows clear awareness of marketing challenges and actively seeks solution through workshops, podcasts, and live QAs. And then it gives me a full content guide playbook on how to talk to her, reference her podcast, offer value up front. And then you guys, it gives me actual messages to send Tracy. That is insane. And again, it's pulling information it knows. So when I say, I love how you focus on actionable strategies, Tracy, I also help blah, 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 right? Like that's crazy. So it's going to give us those messages. Green flags. This is so great. Red flags. I love this. One sentence summary. Okay. So then you have these options that just pop up. Refine the message, develop a content strategy. I am going to go, I want Tracy to be a partner where we share each other's amazing offers. Help me come up with what to say to her. Okay. So again, I can then just talk to Anna. I can use one of her pre-built-in, prompts, or I could be like, help me do this. Right. Yep. So again, there's so many things that we can do. We can just have conversations. We can run these things. And like Tracy was saying, there's a number of different prompts that I'll just take you through real quick. Yeah. So the social profile messaging audit is going to have where, just like we talked about, you can get an analysis on your own Facebook group. This is going to analyze your social content. So I could run this on my Facebook page, my LinkedIn page, my Instagram, and show what am I projecting to the world. Right. Anna will even tell you who she thinks your target market is. So that to be like, so then if she's like, I think you are servicing authors, and you're like, oh my gosh, no, then that tells you need to make an edit to what you're saying, right?
I love it.
We've got the audience insight. We did that on Reddit. We've got the competitor scan that Tracy was talking about. So, let's say Tracy is like, man, there's this guy or this girl who also does list building, and they're just like crushing it. What is it about what they're saying and what they're putting out that's working so that I can apply that to my own business? She can go run this on their page, get a full analysis, and reveal their positioning, their strengths, their weaknesses, and how you can outperform them. Insane. Let's say you've got a Facebook group. So I know one of the things when you work with Tracy, you are happy and you get results. And so a lot of people in our Facebook group talk about those results they get, right? Well, let's say Tracy's like, man, I sure wish I could extract those for my messaging in my emails and in my social posts and stuff. Well, you can go use the social proof extractor, and it will go through the group and find all the positive sentiments with their names and everything. So then you can use that in your marketing messaging and all the things. We've got the prospect profile analysis, what we just did on Tracy's profile. Dude, DM messaging ideas. Yeah, you can go into an active conversation with someone and have it read your DM and be like, this is what you should say to them based on the full conversation. Insane. Offer creator, right? Let's say you want to have a cash injection and you want to create an offer that people actually need. You guys saw Tracy could go into that Reddit. There may have been things that popped up on that analysis that she does not coach on, but could, right? If there's like one thing that's a trend that pops up over and over, Tracy could create a digital offer in a day using Anna and go sell it to all those people immediately, like silly. Social media audit or content strategy, and then you can also create your own. So absolutely. And then YouTube.
So fun. I love it. So I can go analyze my own YouTube channel. And it can tell me where I've missed the mark. Okay, we have a couple of questions that came through. Yeah. So what are the tokens? And how does she know about my business? And I think you showed this, but what you do, guys, is you go in and you, similar to when you customize your chat GPT by putting in who you are, who you serve, and how, and your offers and all that jazz, you do the same thing in the Analyzer dashboard.
Yes. So I'll share my screen right here. And so once you get Anna, the coolest part is there's a 30-second setup. Like, no joke. You can use this within seconds. And I know Tracy has a free trial for you guys to try some scans today. But what you're going to do when you're going to come into Anna, there's a free course you can always check out here, but most people don't need it. Right here, it's going to say my business context. You're going to click this button and say, I help people do this. And then down here, you're going to put what your offers are.
Mhm.
And that way she is going to know everything about what you do and what you sell. Then when she runs those scans, it's based on that context, which is so cool. That is all you have to do to set up. Then you just go simply to your online platform of choice, run the scan. The second question about tokens, right? So when you are running a scan, it's going to ask you, how much do you want to do the scan on? So for example, let me see if I can make this a little smaller. Let's say that I'm here, right? And I'm going to do an audience analysis. It's going to give you 3 choices to choose. And I want you to think of tokens as like dollars, I guess. I don't know exactly. I need a good analogy here. But it's asking literally, how far do you want Anna to scan? And with Anna, we give you 24,000 tokens per month, which is a lot. Like a lot. So like if I want to run a big scan in a Facebook group, I usually use 1,000 to do so, if that gives you some reference. But so there's a couple different ways that you can do it. You could just say, I only want you to scroll 700 tokens worth. Or you could do a manual scroll where then you just scroll, and as you are scrolling, you'll see the tokens go up. And then you can say, okay, yeah, I want to go this far. Or you can say analyze highlighted, and you can come over here and highlight it, and it will do that for you. So that's really what tokens are, is just how far back do you want to scan against how many tokens you get. Mm-hmm. And every time you do it, it tells you how many tokens. But yeah, so far people are like, wow, we get a lot of tokens. So
yeah, for sure. One more point I want to make that you shared with us, which I thought was brilliant. If I wanted to, I could offer, like if you said to me, you were one of my students and you said, Tracy, or not one of my students, but we were talking and you were like, Tracy, my Facebook group is dead. And I'm like, do you know that I offer a Facebook group audit? And you're like, I want that. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's $1 million or whatever.
Yeah.
And I go into my AI analyzer, Anna, and I can do a Facebook group audit for other people as an offer and charge them money.
Yes.
She's doing all the work for me in about 10 minutes.
Yes, 100%. So one of the things, and I'll just share my screen once again, when you go into the analyzer, you're going to see, and I don't know if we've released this yet or if this is just on my screen so far, but we are about to launch this new version where you can have client management as well. So there's a couple options here. Number one, so 2 scenarios. Number one, let's say that you do done for you work. You have, like right now we have an offer where we do done for you organic fractional work. And I have about 5 clients that are high ticket done for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and add a seat for these people. Mm-hmm. And basically I want you to think about it. It gives you an entire Anna just for that person. So there is a charge for it. But what happens is you get to go in and add a seat for your client, right? So I've got this client, Jeremy, he's got his peptide community. And I would come in and write all the things about his business and his offers, and then save that client. So then when I'm off doing my scans for Jeremy, I'm going to select his, okay? Mm-hmm. So that's if you are doing like full done for you. In your case, where maybe you're not necessarily doing done for you work, but you're like, dude, I can offer this ridiculous offer and charge for it. You could even use yours, right? So you don't have to add a client. You could just say, when you put in your business context, you just say like, I am an organic strategist, blah, 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 right? And then you could do it that way. Right. So yes, I mean, we have clients that are running scans for people and saying, hey, I would come in and do a crazy audit of all your socials and give you a report and all the suggestions and all the content I would suggest, and are charging really good amounts of money for this. Yeah. And they get the tool. Now, right now we're on our founders pricing. So if you are watching this, get a trial now, which right now it's either 6 months for only $200, which is a total for the 6 months.
I know.
Or $350 for the year. And I promise it will not stay that way, because that is actually insane. You couldn't even pay a VA to do that for $350 for a day.
Right.
Imagine, I mean, we've got clients that are charging, $500 to $1,000 or more for an audit of all the social stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine a package. Like, I should be doing this. What am I doing? I'm like, what am I doing? I just made a new offer. Imagine, right? Like, go to the Reddit, go to the Discord, go all of the places, get all of the data.
Yep.
Then go and analyze all their competitors.
Yep.
Then go analyze all that information against their socials to find their problems, and then give them an entire plan of everything they need to do to change it.
Yeah.
That's a $5,000 offer. I'm making it. Let's go.
So, well, here's the thing. If we have some VAs and OBMs that are watching or listening on my podcast, because we're going to put this on the podcast, you guys, that is an offer suite that you could offer. You get the analyzer tool. You're going to, right now, as the time of this recording, December 16, 2025, you're going to pay $200 for 6 months or $350 for a year. If you got one new client or two new clients, and you could totally make that money back and more. Because one of my friends does competitor analysis for people as an offer, and it takes her hours.
We should sell her, Anna, real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
We have a really good affiliate too. So if you guys are looking at this, obviously, grab a trial for yourself, but then sign up to be an affiliate, because here's the thing. When you build an offer that is in high demand, and like ours is first to the market, and by the way, we're using the exact words the community was saying to sell it. When people see Anna, they buy it.
Yeah.
It's like, I've owned a SaaS company for over 6 years. I've never seen anything like this. Our trial, people are upgrading from free to paid during the trial. I was like, that's a thing. You could be using this for free, but you are wanting to pay me right now. Like, this is insane. And our conversion rate on the trial is over 70%, which is unheard of in SaaS world. So, that's the cool thing. Our affiliates are making a lot of money already out the gate, because people see it, they buy it. And so the affiliates are killing it.
Yeah, I love it. Is there, I'm looking in the group to see if we have any other questions. I think we got them all. One of the questions was, is there a way to upload files on who I am and what I do and who I serve? And I think I commented back on that. But Jenna, the best way to do that would just be to fill in that business content information, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You replace it right there.
Perfect.
Yep.
Oh, my stars. This thing has been blowing my mind for a while. I cannot wait to get a little downtime over the holidays. And while everybody's watching football, sit there and do all my scans.
Yeah.
And I especially want to go into my own free group and analyze my performance, and go to my Facebook personal profile and analyze my own performance and my YouTube channel and all the places. Because just like you said, sometimes we think we're hitting the messaging, and sometimes we are just not.
Yeah. I think we are, because but it's like, you can't see the trees through the forest. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Something like that.
Something like that. We don't do sayings correctly around here. But you're so embedded that you don't know what you're putting off, right? And Anna can just tell you right away. Like, we ran this on a friend of mine, and she was slightly horrified. She was like, oh my gosh, Anna has no clue who my target market is based on what I'm posting. And that is a problem. And I know one of the things that Tracy, provides as part of her offer is an audit. Like, she tells you what to be doing on your social profiles to be building your list. Dude, you should add that as a, that's what you should do. I'm like, don't mind me trying to make you more money, but that's what in your audit, you should have everybody run a free scan with your link. Yeah.
I could totally do
so
that
good.
for the students. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am so thrilled that you gave us your time today. I've put in the Facebook group, I've put the free trial link, my affiliate link, full disclosure, in the Facebook group. Podcast listeners, it will be in the show notes. YouTubers, it's going to be in the description notes. And LinkedIners, be patient. When we get off here, I'll go over there and put it in the LinkedIn section for you guys too. Jenna, is there anything else that you want to share with us?
My final words honestly would be like, for the love, please do not create anything else until you have intelligence, not just even data, right? Data is great, but we've got to turn it into intelligence. And that's what should inform everything that you do. your content, your offer, your messaging, your DMs, your email, everything you do, it's done for you. They've already told you, you just need to listen. And once you get with that, life becomes a lot easier. No more guessing. You just then get into action with real information and the results come. So that would be my final word.
I love that. No more guessing. No more guessing. Okay, friends, I mentioned to you that we're recording this today on December 16, 2025. As of now, there is still founder pricing available. But if you wait on this, there might not be. And again, it's 6 months for $200, $350 for a full year, which is a bargain. This tool is going to explode in popularity when more people hear about it. Jenna, I just want to thank you again for gifting us your time. It is always such a treat to be with you.
Same. I love you. And that should be my final thing, is like, work with Tracy, because she's absolutely amazing. She knows her thing. And once a client, now a colleague and a friend. So I appreciate you having me.
That's what happens when you get in Jenna's world. You just become a friend, whether you really, it's kind of like when you get in my world, you're going to be my friend, whether you really want to or not. It just happens.
Yeah, true. It's like, sorry, we're BFFs now. So,
yes, we are. All right, friends. You guys hear me say this every single week. I do not want you doing this entrepreneur thing alone. Stop it. It is a roller coaster. Sometimes everybody's buying what you're selling, like Jenna's talking about. Other times you're wondering, does anybody even know my name? And that is when you need to get it with people like Jenna, with people like me. Come into my free Facebook group. It's called Be a Confident Entrepreneur. Get visible, grow your email list and your income. Come in, get loved on, get support, get feedback on what you're doing. Learn about cool tools like this, and just don't try to do this by yourself. Have a great balance of the week and weekend. And I want you to remember that when one of us rises, we all rise. So that is why we've got to keep cheering each other on. Okay. All right. I will see you guys really soon.